Fashion Motorik, and today I will be presenting my research on how online content like social media, posts, TikTok videos and food reviews can influence consumer engagement in Malaysian food and beverage industry. Okay, online content is everywhere nowadays, especially when it comes to food related contents. From TikTok video to Instagram stories, Malaysians love checking food content before deciding where to eat. With over 89% internet usage in Malaysia, F&B businesses should really focus on their online presence to stay relevant. Okay, for my RO, the objective of my study is to see if the online content affect how consumers engage with the businesses, such as like, comment, share, or even make purchase decisions. Does business really have to depend on this content to connect with the consumer? Okay, for my RQ, this research will also question and seek answers on how does the online content really impact the consumer engagement on the internet. The hypothesis posited in this study suggests that there is statistically significant relationship between the IV and the DV, which is the online content and online consumer engagement. In the F&B sector, it highlights the importance of content strategy to help enhancing digital interactions and customer loyalty. Beyond the problem statement, most research only focus on brand perspective, not what the consumer really feels. My research focus on what consumer thinks, like what type of online content actually help them to engage with the businesses. Do picture works or videos even better? I want to find that out. Before I explain my findings, let's go through the key concept that built the foundation of my research. The first one is the independent variables, which is the main thing we are studying. What affect people behaviors in this case is online content. Example of online content is food reviews, photos and videos, customer reviews, influencer posts. These content are everywhere on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Good content are usually fun, authentic, and also informative. Okay, online content is important because usually what we see online shape what we feel like at the moment, like what we want to eat, where we want to go, how we view a brand. The second one is the DV, which is the online consumer engagement. This is the outcome we are measuring, like how people respond to the online content. It includes likes, comments, share, and even buying decisions from the consumer perspective. Engagement can be emotional, like feeling excited, behavioral, clicking or ordering, or cognitive, like thinking about a brand. Okay, why it matters? The more consumer engage with the content, the more loyal they become to the brand, and that leads to better business. For number 3, we are using word of mouth or WOM theory to support our research. This theory explains why online content influence people. Okay, if we look at our own everyday habits, let's say me myself, I do have a habit of watching food reviews, and what I saw that day might have influenced what my craving is gonna be for the week. People trust other people's opinions more than ads. So user reviews, influencer posts, or viral food contents play a big role in this, in my opinion. For example, when someone posts a good review about a food place, we are more likely to try it. On social medias, this become EWOM, which is electronic word of mouth. Like comments, influencer content, and consumer reviews are some of it. Okay, why using this theory? Because in this digital world, trust comes from other people's perspective more than brands. For the first one is a framework. This is a visual structure on how everything connects. So as online content improve, like being more creative or relatable or trustworthy, it directly boosts consumer engagement. That's the main relationship I'm exploring in this study. Next is the methodology. How did I do the research? Okay, I'm using quantitative approach for this research. We aim around 250 respondents around Ampang area and reached 200 plus at the end of our research. Okay, for tools, we choose online survey with Likert scales. We use a Google Form survey to collect the response for the survey, especially from people in Ampang who love trying out food spots around the area. To help ease the data analysis with things ahead, and use the Likert scale to ease up the analyzations later. Next is the findings from this research. This is what I found. For the demographic, the first one is age. Majority respondents are around the age 18 to 34. The second one is gender. 62% that are respond are females, and women seems to more engage in the food content related things online. Okay, Third one is the preferred content type, and the top content type that hook them up is of course food review videos followed by recipes and cooking tutorials. So we can say video reviews are where the money is at. Okay, next one is the F&B establishments. We also found out that most people prefer cafes or casual dining instead of fancy dinings or even fast food. So some people like to eat and post about online. I mean, casual dining nowadays are also fast on preparing foods. Next is dine out habits. Dine out at least once a week are at the top. Most of the respondents, as you can see, are younger, so this is a big part of their lifestyle. For the platforms, 63.5% of them says that they use TikTok for food content, and this shows that short forms visual content definitely works better, no doubt, rather than the long videos on YouTube. Okay, next one is the IV, which is the online content reliability testings. I tested the reliability of the online content question using the Cronkbar Alpha. The result was 0.720, which means the question were reliable and consistent. This showed that the ways I measure online contents were valid, acceptable, and also reliable. Next is the IV, which is online consumer engagement reliability testings. I tested reliability for the online consumer engagement questions. The Cronkbar Alpha was 0.592, which is a bit lower but still okay for an exploratory research. Okay, it still showed that the measurements were reasonable, consistent for the early stage study. While there is room to improve the questions, the answers still give a useful insight. Moving on to the correlation analysis, the Pearson correlation also showed that there is a strong relationship between the IV and DV, which is the online content and online consumer engagement. This suggests that online content serves not just as a matrix of statistic information, but also like a major drive in shaping the consumer behavior and also their loyalty. Okay, so that means the company that commit to producing like quality and relevant content consistently can look forward in receiving tangible rewards in terms of engagement, loyalty, and maybe ultimately business outcome. Good one. Okay, so overall, yes, we can say the stats confirm that better content equals better engagement. For the conclusions, we can say online content matters a lot and it strongly influences how consumers engage with the brands. But must remember, you need to make a good content because high quality visual and emotional content work best in these settings. We also cannot deny that TikTok is the best platform to reach out either to the younger or even older generations because they are catching up good. And for businesses out there, try to hook on UGC or user generated content and reviews or even emotional posts like Pak Mat Western do, and they are definitely more effective and than just traditional ad. You can say for F&B brands, this means one thing: if you want to grow, post like a good content, be real, be creative, and keep your audience engaged with your brand. So in short, if an F&B brands want more attentions and loyal consumers, they should focus on creating high quality, relatable, and fun content, especially on platforms like TikTok. Okay, for the suggestions for businesses out there, use short videos and TikTok trend to fish more views. People like to see trending things, especially like the dancing one, I don't know. Okay, for the second suggestions, you can try to encourage customers to post reviews, like either on Google's or comment on your post, or when they buy it, they can comment on your Food Panda reviews or something. Or you can take example like Pak Mat Westerns, which they focus more on emotionally and storytelling things to attract and fish their consumers. Thank you for listening. I hope this helps to show how powerful online content is in influencing how consumer engage with a brand, with a food and beverage brands. It does influence where we eat and where we go. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Bye.